On to episode 64 of the Mainly Golf Show. I'm Jack Milner. People that might know me as Twig, joined by one half the City Bandits Heppel. Marv is too busy counting his losses with an abacus to find out how bad these meme coins are going. But we digress. Two very good tournaments on for us this week. Well, kind of. Where's Live Play? Are they in Saudi?
Yeah, Riyadh.
Real season. Watch out. Bryson will not be happy being out there, but Scottie Scheffler will be very happy to be in Phoenix, Arizona for this used to be my old man's favorite hole in golf, the 16th. You see people sprinting as soon as the doors open to go to the 16th. It's the amphitheater, it's the par three, I think Tiger made a hole in one there in 97 as maybe a 21-year-old, but it's easily the loudest hole in golf. There's also Qatar Masters action on the DP World Tour. But heck, we'll start with the action from last week at Torrey Pines. Justin Rose, he turned down a big wad of cash from Live Golf 4 years ago, and since then he's finished runner-up in the Open. Finished runner-up at the Masters. He won 3 times on the PGA Tour. He's won home and away on the Ryder Cup, and you'd say pretty good decision by Rose.
Yeah, what a man. Like I want 40, 45 must be
47.
like what a turnaround he's had last couple of years. I mean, I think I saw one tweet. Obviously, he's only like two tourneys into the new
45,
year.
right?
He'd he put on the most ball speed this season compared to last season. Like I said, he was only off like 6 rounds of this season, but he's gained like 3 miles an hour on his drive. I think he was driving, yeah, longer than anything he drove last year. Like he's just getting better with age. Like he just
Have you
incredible.
seen have you seen he has like a health RV that goes around with him? There's like a
Mhm.
looks like a sunbed. It's giving out these infrared whatever
Yeah, yeah, all
rays.
that
He
buff.
has he has the ice baths, and he has the like one of those stealth assault bikes that with oxygen tanks around it. You think, Jesus Christ, he's trying to, they talk about marginal gains. He's done everything to give himself the best possible chance giving
Yeah,
himself, a prolonged career on tour. So fair play to him. Like winning by 7 shots last week, phenomenal.
yeah. I mean, he just made the weekend boring, didn't he? But I think he's up to number three in the world rankings, and we know that the world rankings are what they are. But
Number
he's
three, you wouldn't guess who's 4 and 5.
no,
It's and you might guess 4, 5, 6, but one Scotty, two Rory, three Rose. I think four is Russell Henley.
he's fifth.
All right, Tommy's four, Henley fifth, and Bob McIntyre, I think six.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I checked them in the week because I was saying a friend of mine's a big Rose fan. He went, Rosie up with the elite. I thought, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I think he'd be like top five now with again Rory, Scotty, Tommy, probably Xander. And then you look forward like, fuck yeah, Russell Henley's the fourth best golf player in the world. What? No, sorry, not with that. But you'd argue, given Rose's form again, people forget he lost in a playoff to Rory last year. 7 shots behind number turn, I think. He gave it a right good go in Xander when the Open the year before. Um,
JT's not.
and he's been phenomenal in the Ryder Cup for now 15, 18 years.
Yeah,
I mean, people forget the partnership he had with Henrik Stenson,
yeah.
and then he's moved it on to playing the foursomes with Rory. He had a great weekend with Tommy, didn't he? And yeah, one of those. I don't know whether golf has a Hall of Fame, but regardless, whatever happens, he has a Hall of Fame career already. So
Did he win the first gold medal as well?
he
The
was the
Olympic
champ, not champion
gold
golfer.
medal.
He won the Olympic gold in 2016 because I think he beat Stenson again there. Because I remember backing him, having no idea what the format is, but Justin Rose is 5-1. We'll get a few quid on. Bit of interest for the Olympics golf. Xander won it, obviously, and then followed by Scotty. So he's in good company. Would you fancy Rosie for another major this year?
Yeah, I mean, you can't write about. I can't really think where they are being played, but he's got as good a chance as anybody else that's not Rory and Scotty.
I do think he's put it before Southpaw as being his. Where are we watching it? Southpaw, right? We're going for the Open.
Yeah, is it Royal Liverpool? That's what it's
I
called.
think he said that's his favorite on the Open. Um, circuit. I'm trying to think when he was I think it was Birkdale maybe when he was 17
And as well,
and he kind of burst onto the scene, if I could be wrong. It was Birkdale, which I think is Liverpool, right down the road.
yeah,
Uh,
that Dale's where he's being played this year as well.
yeah, so he's I'd love to see. I think come out in the crowds if Rosie were to win an Open um, on English soil around that area, it'd be fantastic. Um, I mean, and then immediately, I think it is. We get a few kind of sports personalities of the year.
There's too much women's soccer going on.
Just in terms of if people are looking at the Open Championship, champion golf of the year, Scottie Scheffler 5-1 to go back to back. Rory McIlroy about 8-1 shot. John Brown 14s under 16s. But if you do like a bit of Justin Rose, he's 40-1 with bet 365.
You sure?
He's 22-1 with William Hill. He's 28-1 with the Fred Head. Get that account back open. We have a bit of 40s.
It's a good price.
The big price. Another one, another big price there. Patrick Reed 90-1 with bet 365 and bet Victor. Patrick Reed was a bit unlucky. He lost out in a three-way playoff last week. Better to go back to back on the DP World Tour. He's the third favourite this week in Qatar. He is another one that will be due back on the PGA Tour ever so soon. He's probably going to get good reception. I don't know whether you saw much of the
He's been very
fanfare
lucky.
around Brooks Koepka, but he was kind of welcomed back with open arms at the weekend.
Yeah, I didn't watch any of it, so I didn't see any of Brooks playing. But yeah, I think everyone just happy to have him back. Like you just want to see the best players and the big names playing. Like you don't really, if you're spectators, the money doesn't really matter at the end of the day. No one's going to hold a grudge against him. They just want to see, yeah, just want to see and have his name in the thing. So yeah, I didn't hear any golfers mouthing off in any press conferences or anything like that.
I mean,
So
you'd be brave, man. Look at the size of him. But yeah, I mean, what Rose's comments after he won the Farmers Insurance event, I got offered a lot of money to go to live, but that's not what I set out to do when I became a professional golfer. I wasn't in it to just earn lots of cash. Like it's a very fortunate perk of the job. Like again, lives in Barbados. He's got a private jet. It's
he still
interesting.
could easily could have done the Poulter, the Westwood, and just
Yeah, I mean,
for 3 years of retirement golf, and then
but he
but
said
he wanted to play.
what motivates him is to beat the best players in the world. Like there's no point winning a tournament if you're beating, Tom, Dick, and or Harry. You want to test yourself against the best of the best, and that's why he says I play. We called it the European Tour. I mean, the brand police will have him for that. The European Tour and the PGA Tour, and I mean, it's funny. Like Rory played on the is it called the TGL? I don't watch it. I know you watch it sometimes. The
Haven't watched
fucking
the season, but
the
yeah,
crazy golf indoor stuff. And I think Shane pulled out last week because they were in Dubai and then they came straight over to America. And Shane pulled out because he was too jet lagged. He hadn't slept. So I said, Rory, why are you jet lagged? I've got my own private jet. And I slept pretty comfy on the way there. Like, oh, this is like how did the half live, right? And like Rosie was trying to make a comment of, um, yeah, it's all right. And to be, if I'm offered an extra 200 million quid, it's not going to change my life. Like, we are well paid to do this job. You don't need to be chasing.
totally
Heavy, you're a bit
fly
laggy today.
pretty uh, pretty good first class.
Your bandwidth level is low. Anyway, Scottie Scheffler is a two-time winner at the Phoenix Open. Waste Management get good value from the
Yeah,
sponsorship. He won in 2022, 2023. He was
I'm
very well.
sorry, I thought it was you, but
It's a warm favourite 12 months
it,
ago when Tom Dietrich led them a merry
easily
dance.
be.
Scheffler's a 5-2
He's going
favourite.
to take the Marv position, here with his crappy laptop.
Are we done with your raucous defence? we've got 10 minutes. It's fine. Scottie Scheffler 5-2 favorite this week, with most bookmakers. If you're lucky, 11-5, 9-4.
Turn off the video.
That's probably why it's Mr. Hebb. Xander Schauffele, the 18-1
Yeah,
second favorite. Cam Young, the big hitting man from the northeast, 22-1. Siwoo Kim, I think he was has he been in a playoff not last year, a couple of years ago, many moons ago, but a good record around this course. And pretty much name it what you like the rest. Hideki Matsuyama is a two-time winner and a beaten playoff runner-up before. But other than that, it's pretty much Asian money takes your choice. Mr. Hep, anyone take your right? First of all, give us a roundup of last week's picks.
Well, there was no money back for the two of us. Myself, I had the two Australians, Phillips and Day, that were both, I think, like T14 on Saturday, and then fell away on the back nines. Yourself had Young and Decky, who finished. Decky got 11th. I think Young missed the cut along with Xander and Oberg of the. I think the three favourites all missed the cut last week at the Farmers. Um, yeah, so another nil point for the boys.
Cool. I think we'll do better this week. I think we're still kind of finding our feet. I think we've dug a couple of good ones out, but I'm obviously biased. Nobody. I mean, people listening to this might not have a vested interest in the DP World Tour. There is a lot of value if you take on the first maybe dozen in the market. Frenchman Hugo Coussaud and his compatriot Martin Coover are very well priced around the 40-1 mark. And Jorge Campillo, I think he's a two-time winner, or maybe no, he's won before and he's been a twice runner-up. He should have won in 2019 and completely bottled it when Justin Harden won. He's around the 45 to 1 market, but plenty of value down the field, especially you can trade him running because I backed Callum Hill last week. I did write in the group chat here. Back Callum Hill in a double with Justin Rose, I think in the middle of the third round. All he had to do was par the last, who obviously made bogey, and then at the second player fall, Patrick Reed went out in the first player fall. He went out of bounds with his tee shot. He then topped his third into the water. He hit his six. He hit his 6 to 20 feet and just conceded. I respect him for that. I think he'll go well again this week, Callum Hill. Don't write him off. But Mr. Hep, you can lead us and take a march on the Waste Management Phoenix Open. Top tips, please.
Top tips. So yeah, Scotty's obviously there to double up with the Seattle Seahawks in the Super Bowl. If you want to go for the main double, I'm sure everyone will.
You're a Pats fan. How can you back the Seahawks?
Yeah, I just think they're a better team than the Pats.
What price? We're looking at 4.5 points on the handicap, right?
Yeah, Seahawks are 4.5 points favorite on the handicap, so I think they're like 1.6 on the money line. So yeah, I think a nice Scotty Seahawks double pays 3-1, maybe 7-2. I think there'll be plenty of that going around. But yeah, we're not going for Scotty. He has won here twice, as I think you mentioned, whilst I was lagging out. But he did come 25th here last year, so hopefully we get more of that Scotty than we do the two-time winner, the runaway Amex leader. But yeah, a bit of a driving course. You do need driver on every single hole. It's not like the par threes here. There's not a lot of rough out in those bushes. A lot of pedestrian walkways to land on, so not really driving accuracy.
Turn your camera off.
So my first guy, I'm going to go two in the 40 to 60 range. The first one I'm going to go is Chris Gosper up at 40s. Turn the camera off.
I'm not believing it won 2 weeks ago.
The first one I go, is that any better?
Much better.
Give it a second. Dead air.
Just from living in the arse end of Gloucester. So Mr. Hep's going to judge with his webcam there. He's put up a bag.
It was Scotty.
He's he's absolutely finished, isn't he? We need to just get rid of him off
Yeah. Why
and
don't you
just
go?
boot him out. Oh my God, the Sticky Bandit's the worst double act since Reeves and Mortimer. Um, Mr. Hepp will fiddle around with his bandwidth. Can I mute him? I think I mute him. Right, we can play about. However, I've got two picks here. Hideki Matsuyama, two-time winner around here. Good friend of the channel, Dominic Hammond, who looks after our one and done over in these states. I'm pretty sure we had a Super Bowl party around his on 9 years ago. His missus made some wonderful spreads. I think we absolutely devoured it. I was itching to watch Hideki Matsuyama beat Webb Simpson in a playoff. I think it would have been the third extra hole because he went on forever when the lads wanted to get involved with the American football action. Great record around here. Should go well. 3 points each way for us at 28-1. A quarter of the odds first five. And Matt Fitzpatrick, the man from Sheffield, made of steel. 2 points each way on him. 45-1. A quarter of the odds first five. He was a T10 here 2 years ago. He's finished in the top 25. Three on his last four visits to Phoenix. Disappointed last year, missed the cup, but so much pressure on him to try and get that Ryder Cup qualification. He really struggled the first part of the year, finished with a flourish, became a captain's pick, and the rest is history from New York. 3 points each way, Matsuyama 28-1, and 2 points each way on the Yorkshireman Matthew Fitzpatrick. We go to Mr. Hepp, our right honourable friend, for his two selections.
We'll keep it quick. We're going Pearson Coody and Chris Goddard. Put two middle of the pack players that started the season very well with a lot
Pearson
of
Coody.
top tens. Yeah, became T2 last week after a T18 or a T11 at the Amex. And Chris Goddard won the Sony and then had another strong finish. Two big drivers of the ball. Two that I think, just going to ride their hot hand until they fizzle out and fall back into the middle of the pack. But yeah, that's going to be the two picks. The Pearson is at 60s, two each way on him, and Goddard's at 40s, three each way on him, 5 places each.
Do you know, I have noticed that the last few years in terms of the PGA Tour, you do get players who are kind of streaky. Davis Thompson had the good run after he went. Adam Schenk, I think, played 25 successive tournaments, and he when his missus put him pregnant. Jake Knapp, Stephen Yeager. Was it Stephen Yeager? He had a good read last week.
He's fallen off yet.
Yeah, Wyndham Clark.
Pearson's trending to something, or he's just gonna fall away after another couple of weeks. But
So Pearson Coody and what's the other section? Chris Goddard. I mean, Chris Goddard, yeah, he's probably still kind of a forgotten man because he's not very flashy, is he? He had a good run at the Open last year as well, the week after winning the Scottish. So yeah, not a sexy profile.
PGA Tour players, Chris Goddard would not be on the top in that 50 if I had to just name.
Well, I'm going to go for people with a bit more worldwide persuasion. Matt Fitzpatrick for me, Hideki Matsuyama. I don't think Hideki played golf from a college perspective in America, so it'll be interesting to see what shirts the two of them come out. I imagine Matt Fitzpatrick's going to wear a Sheffield United shirt. That'll do for me. Up the blades. And Hideki can wear I imagine some Japanese baseball shirt. Up the Otani, up the LA Dodgers. Chris Goddard for Mr. Hepp, Peter Coody for Mr. Hepp, Matsuyama and Fitzpatrick for me, and I think hopefully Magic Marv will be out of the Sticky Bandit will be up from his sticky mattress this time next week. See you all. Thanks for listening. Ta-ra.